Sources in Turkey have told us that Wout Weghorst has visited the Besiktas offices this morning to sign papers to terminate his loan agreement at the club, and the Dutch striker will now travel to Manchester to complete a loan move to United after a deal was agreed in principle yesterday. Right, Dan, with this one, now, from Erik ten Hag's point of view and a director of football point of view, if the manager comes up with the director of football and says, right, I want this striker, he's currently on loan from a championship club and I want him at Manchester United, you can kind of think the director of football might go, hold on a minute, you want a player who's on loan from a championship club to Manchester United, right? But that's what's happened here. So is this a case of Erik ten Hag proving that he is in control?
It is that, and I think that's a good thing for Manchester United, because I think the people that have been working behind the scenes, Manchester United, have not had a good time, and I think they've finally got a manager who's headstrong, that knows what he wants and won't be swayed by public opinion. I also think that ultimately Weghorst is coming in to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, who wasn't fit for purpose for what Ten Hag was trying to do. Ronaldo was very good for Manchester United last season, scored a lot of goals, but when you watched him in Manchester United this season, for whatever reason, it simply wasn't happening. He's now bringing in a player that fits more with what he's trying to do. On the face of it, yes, it was a player who played for Burnley last season in the Premier League, where it didn't go great, but I do think there was a bit of a style clash there.
I think he actually played well. I think he played well.
Yeah, they maybe didn't get the goals then, but I don't think he really fitted. I think everyone just thought, there's this big tall striker coming into Burnley, let's cross the ball in the box to him. That's not really his game at all. He's actually a very good presser if you look at his numbers, his intensity as well. We saw his cameo in the World Cup where he came on and scored a couple of goals as well. This is a player that ultimately is going to do better than the player who is coming in to replacing Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a complicated deal because obviously he's been on loan at Besiktas, where he's done well as well. He's scored a few goals there. He's built up a good rapport with that club and the fan base. I think this is actually a really good signing for Manchester United. I think he's a player that's going to help them in the second half of the season. But I think it's a great thing for Ten Hag, to answer your original question. That's a great thing for Manchester United to see that they've got that manager that knows what he wants and they're heading in the right direction at the moment, which is all they've really wanted for the year since Alex Ferguson's left, is to be trending in the right direction, and they are now.
Well, Manchester United fans and Burnley fans and Besiktas fans, if you're out there as well, get in touch using hashtag #TransferTalk to tell us what you think about this deal. But Sam, Manchester United seem to be thinking outside the box here, because so many clubs want a striker, but you're probably not taking into account a player who's already out on loan. They've identified this player, they say we want him. Right, well, how can we do a deal to get him now, even though really there's a contract that means we can't get him till the summer? They've thought outside the box.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they're in a unique position as well, because we obviously know they came out and said that they don't want to spend too much in January. They don't want to spend at all if they don't have to get a player in January. They know that they needed a striker. And I think, again, like Dan said, praise to Ten Hag to getting a player that he knows will work in his system. He's going to enter a very positive camp as well, where you're seeing youngsters like Garnacho and Pellistri getting opportunities. You're seeing Rashford back on form, scoring all these goals. You're seeing Casemiro becoming one of the best midfielders. We knew he was amazing, but the way he started, everyone was questioning how well he's going to do. Now he's one of their key players as well. So entering such an environment, I think it's going to be amazing for him. But yeah, I think it's really good, and it shows that United, like Dan said, are really backing Ten Hag. They know that they've got a manager there that wants to be successful. He knows what he needs, and he's getting it.
You mentioned it there as well, like the goals to market Rashford has allowed Manchester United to take their time in the market and target players that maybe they might not be their long-term plans, but they're there and they'll serve a purpose up until the summer where they will go big. Weghorst does that, and we talked about his pressing stats previously, and it's surprising for a man of that size, and we know about his aerial ability as well. So he just ticks the boxes, and like you say, it empowers Erik ten Hag. He's identified a target, and Manchester United have gone out and got him, which is positive all around, and he's just going to be a complementary piece to what they've already got. So overall, it's a great deal for Manchester United, even though it's quite a surprising one based on the kind of player that Weghorst is.